play of the game, William. Yeah, he just wrecked everybody and he kicked ass. Good job. So we pick up where we left off. Basically, they're kind of all huddled around. They're building a plan on how we're gonna take on the witch's cult. They're basically saying like, we won't be done with the white whale until we defeat the witch's cult, because somehow they're kind of connected, which is not proven. But at this point, you can't believe in coincidences anymore, because like, you know, lives are at stake. So we gotta go kill the witch's cult. So as they're heading there, you know, riding their little dragons or whatever, Julius kind of like rises up to him and he's like, oh, so you actually like were able to take down the white whale. And you know, Subaru's doing the Subaru thing. He's being like really mad or like really anal towards him. He's like, but he's like, but then Julius is like, nah man, like it's something that we've been wanting to do for like a long time, but we couldn't handle that, like, and so thank you for doing it, you know, because like we had no chance. And somehow you did it, like you helped us out here. And that kind of catches Subaru off guard, and he's like, well, alright, by the way, about what happened back then, I'm sorry, it was my fault. And they kind of make up, you know. They're like, okay, on okay terms, shaky, because like at the end of it, he's like, oh, but I still hate your guts, like I can't stand you. He's like, alright, that's cool. I can't stand you either, so let's just fight this thing. And the plan is this, like, like the other plans, basically send out Subaru into the wild so you can kind of like attract the witches cult, and then last I can just jump in and kind of like ambush them, which seems to be working. So you know, if it's not broken, why try to fix it? And he gets sent all the way to the temple, which is basically, you know, the witches cult's, you know, headquarters. And in the entrance is Sloth, Beetlegeese, waiting for him. And he does this whole Beetlegeese thing, you know, where he goes like crazy and he like he kind of reminds me of the flying spaghetti monster or whatever. Something interesting though to like point out is that he keeps on calling them Pride, like you must be Pride, because I guess there's an open spot for Pride, and since he has this whole witch's aura thing around him, they kind of assume that he is Pride, which might play into it later. So I'm wondering if maybe he is Pride, but like, I don't know. I think it might kind of play in later, but we'll have to see about that. For right now, he's not Pride, but Beetlejuice keeps calling him Pride. So at this time, basically Subaru is just trying to buy time so everyone can get in position and kind of like launch the attack. So he's just talking to Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice is like, oh, if you're Pride, where's your little Bible? I forgot what they call it, the Bible, I guess, the witch's Bible, I don't know. And he's like, I didn't bring mine with me. And he pulls out the book, you know, he's like, oh, this is the gospel, the witch's cult. It's like, oh, that thing. Just because Subaru is Subaru, and like, can't let you die without insulting you first. He's like, oh, that thing. I used it as a coaster, and then it got messed up, so I just threw it away. and then Beetlejuice just has like the funniest look on his face, and he snaps, obviously, and he shoots his little arms at him. But as we know now, Subaru can see the arms, so that's not a big of a deal, you know. No problem, he can just dodge it. And again, like I said, he's just trying to build time, or he's trying to distract. So the little short Mimi and I forgot her brother's name, the new guy, can rush in and fire their lasers. I don't know what the hell they're shooting. Fire their lasers at the temple and kind of like seal in the entrance. So that's cool. That's a smart idea. Keep whatever's in there, and then that way we can focus on Beetlejuice, and then the other half of the party can like focus on taking down all the other, you know, they're called fingers, which are the other disciples, I guess. So while Beetlejuice is busy freaking out, not knowing what the hell's going on, at that moment, boom, my boy William pops out of nowhere and he's like, "Do you want to kill Kurao?" And then just chops him in half, like just like clean, like in the crotch area, just like half. So it's kind of funny, but like it was that easy. Like Velia is there trying to like check him. He's like, "Are you sure he's dead?" Because like Subaru doesn't trust it, and shit, I wouldn't trust it either. Like this fool can come back any second. And Subaru's like, "Are you sure he's dead?" And Philly's like, "Well, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at him right now. He's kind of in half, and isn't that bulls? I'm pretty sure he's dead." Meanwhile, while Felicia's doing that, Mimi and her brother, I think it was like Trivia or something like that, are just ransacking his body, his corpse, seeing if there's anything good in there. They're like, well, damn, these guys are savages. And they pull out the book, you know, the gospel or whatever. And everyone just freaks out at that, like, oh, that's the gospel? Oh, keep it away from me. But Subaru's like, you know what? I'll just keep this. Like, it might be useful later. Which, I guess it might. Or it might be something, a plot point, plot device. We're like, alright, let's head back. He's dead. He's dead, right? Like, just making sure he's dead. And it's like, yes, he's dead. Let's go. Okay. Alright. Meet up with the whole group, and it's like, yeah, we had good luck. We took him down, and I'm guessing you guys took him down too. So cool. We pretty much mission accomplished. The only issue I have with this is that it's too easy. You know, there's like, it's too easy. Something's not right. Like, I don't know. It's just. So back at the camp, basically, Subaru's just talking to everyone. It's like, man, kind of sucks. Like, after this, once we all go back, we're all gonna go back to being like, you know, kind of enemies, because you know the whole crown thingy is still happening. Like, we still gotta crown one of the girls. And then Judy's like, damn, you must be pretty confident if like you're already thinking about the future. He's like, hey man, what do you think? This was way too easy that I guess I let my guard down a bit. And then right as he says that, he feels like the dark power moving, you know, like not from him, from the forest. Then it's like, damn, because the invisible hands pop out of nowhere and just grab like 6 people, and he's like, and poof, they all get squished or whatever those hands do. Like twist them, I think. I don't know. Like it was like a twist cap. I don't know. So that sucks. Beetlegeese must still be alive or something, because like the hands are still there, and that was his trait, right? And right then, like one of the hands grabs Subaru, pulls him away, and while like 6 more of the finger members like pop up, so he's basically to himself. So he's hanging from a tree, and out of nowhere, like this voice starts talking. It's a female's voice, but it sounds, and then the mannerisms are pretty much exactly like Beetlegeese's. So it's weird. Like, it's interesting. Like, is that another Beetlegeese? Is that the same Beetlegeese, maybe just passed on to another body, or like, are there multiple ones of him? You know, that's crazy. She's about to like kill Subaru, and it's like right there. She's freaking out because she can't find her book, which I guess means that it might have been the same Beetlegeese. Because remember, Subaru took Beetlegeese's book, and then she can't find her book. So maybe it was the same one. I really don't know. But anyways, she's freaking out. She's like, yo man, you took my book. I'm gonna kill you now. But right when she's about to do that, this little red light, which I guess she calls it spirit, pops out, and she kind of like freaks out. She backs away, letting Subaru go. Right there, Mimi and her brother Trevi come in for the rescue and kind of like shoot beams at the tree/water, creating water to go up and like hit down like little droplets. That way, the hands are not visible, but like you can kind of see the outline because of the water, which is really smart. That's really, I never would have thought about that, honestly. But that's really smart. That's important because right when she throws her hands to Mimi, William comes in for the play of the game, you know, and just like chops the hands off and like speed dashes to her, cutting her in half again. Second time. So she's dying again, and she basically passes out. So again, I don't know what the hell is up with that. Like, is that another one? Is that the same Sloth? Is that like, are there multiple ones of them? Scary stuff. Now Subaru's feeling guilty because he's like, yo man, I dragged you into this. It's my fault you guys are all dead. If I knew about this, if I could have figured it out earlier, nobody would have died. And which kind of sucks, you know, because now he pretty much feels the weight of these people's deaths are all on him. And William comes in and he's like, hey, this might be a little insensitive maybe, but you need to fight on. You need to keep on going, because if you stop right now, then their deaths will be for nothing. You need to keep on fighting, you need to get them on pushing, and you need to like just keep on going. You cannot stop anymore. If you really want to honor these people's life, and if you really feel bad about letting them die, then you need to actually make their deaths be worth something, you know? And a pretty interesting little line at the end. Because Subaru asks, "Are you telling me to get stronger?" And he's like, "Nope. I'm telling you to be strong. Like you don't have time to get stronger anymore. You need to be strong right now." And he's like, "All right, I got you. Let's do this." So now they're gonna head over to the Roswell mansion and try to evacuate everybody that can be evacuated. So that way, when the Dark Witches may just show up, they can kind of like, they don't have to worry about all the villagers and they can just focus on the battle. On the way there, Phileas tells Subaru that he should probably make up with Julius, and he's like, "Well, I mean, I already did." But she sees right through him. She sees right through him. She says that there's still like a little bit of hate and resentment towards him, and Subaru realizes it, and he's right. She's right. You know, she's like, "All right, you're right. So let's do this." He kind of like rides up next to him, and he's like, "Hey man, I gotta tell you something." And then right at that moment, like, he gets teleported, like instantly, transported. And I don't think he goes back in time, or like I don't think he died or anything like that, because when he teleports, he still has his black dragon, and he barely got that dragon, right? So it has to be within that time. So I'm pretty sure he just got instantly teleported, not like he went back in time or anything. And he teleports right next to a hill. And who else is on top of the hill but Ram? Which it's pretty damn trippy now, because, well, it's Ram. Haven't seen her in a while. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Pretty cool stuff. For the majority, just trying to take down Beelzebub, you know. And now that we've done that, we can go focus on the Roswell mansion and hopefully put an end to the whole, you know, witches cult attack. So hopefully they can save everybody. But what did you guys think about this episode? William still gets play of the game, right? I mean, come on. He did it twice. He cut him in half twice. Again, like I said before, what do you guys feel about the whole pride thing? Because Beelzebub kept on calling him pride. I think the girl actually called him pride as well. So I kind of feel like he might be pride, just that he doesn't know it. Or maybe, I don't know. And then again, he did take the book, or the gospel. So I feel like that's going to play in later. Or maybe people would automatically assume that he is part of the witch's cult because he's carrying the book around. But whatever you guys feel, let us know down in the comments below. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what we do here. Stick around. We have lots of stuff coming up. I think Adrian will put his Mob Psycho review tomorrow, and I'll do my best to do the Danganronpa because I have school and I work in the morning. Damn. But that's all we have today. So thanks for watching, guys. Ja matane.